What is up, YouTube? Welcome to the channel. On the video today, I'm actually going to teach you a skill that you could use for kind of the rest of your life. Pass it on down to your kids or whatever. Why I was taught this skill back when I was in the Marine Corps, somebody actually showed me how to do it, so I'm going to pass it on to you. I'm going to teach you how to juggle in under 5 minutes. So what I like to do is you need to start with 3 balls. We're not going to use all 3 of them in the beginning, but you'll see. But you need to at least have 3 balls. That is a standard juggle. If you wanted to do 4 or 5 balls on a later video, get this video to 50 likes, and I'll do 4 and then 5 ball juggling. But today I'm just going to show you 3 ball juggling, and I'm going to. It's as easy as tennis balls. You could use racket balls if you want, pool balls. In the beginning, I don't recommend you using billiard balls because if you drop them, they might crack your floor, things like that. But tennis balls are actually nice to use because they're a little bit larger than a racket ball, where a racket ball is smaller and it's smooth. So I'm going to show you. These are just standard tennis balls. Standard tennis balls you can get at Walmart, and I believe I got these at Walmart for $2. You know, $1.70 something. So yeah, in under 5 minutes. Now to demonstrate, not only will I explain this, but to demonstrate in under 5 minutes, I will actually start a timer. So here we go. And I'll be watching this timer myself to keep myself going here. All right, so I'm going to start this timer. Timer started. Alright, the first thing I want you guys to do is to orientate yourself with the balls. I want you to, whether you're right or left-handed, doesn't matter, whichever hand you are dominant in, we are about to break that because juggling is one of those skills you have to kind of be a little bit ambidextrous to be able to use both hands. It's not hard. If you have a little bit of coordination, as long as you don't trip and fall when you're trying to walk and talk on the phone, you should have enough coordination to do this. So the first thing I want you to do is, with your dominant hand, throw this tennis ball up in the air. What I want you to focus on is getting it the same height, just a little bit above your head, every time, and straight back down. So I want the tennis ball to rise and fall the same height every time, and I want you to catch it in the same hand every time. And you know, by no means I'm not an expert. I can just show you what I've learned because it worked for me. So once you have that tennis ball coming up and down in the same spot, I kind of want you, as this training goes along, to practice not looking at the ball. I want you to kind of stare off into the distance and use your peripherals to catch the balls. Even if you throw it over here, you should know that it's going to go over there. You should kind of feel that it's going to go over there and be able to catch it without looking. You don't have to stare at the ball. You just have to develop a little bit of muscle memory to be able to catch this ball. And it's that simple. That's step 1. Minute and 39 into it. Step 2 is taking that same ball, just a single ball, and throwing it to the other hand. So what I want you to do is start in one hand, throw it to the other hand, and catch it. Same thing. And then throw it back. Concentrating on getting it a little bit above your head, and then once you get it in the same spot, once you work on getting it in the same spot, I want you to kind of just stare off into the distance and work on your peripherals. So again, we're still working on the changeover, throwing it from one hand into the other hand, getting it roughly about the same spot every time, getting it slightly above your head, and also working on not looking at the ball, work on catching it in your peripherals. Okay, the next step, because you're going to work on that. We're at 2 minutes 55 seconds. The next step is the 2 ball. So you're going to take one ball and you're going to throw it over here and catch it in the same hand as this ball. But this hand is not going to have that second ball in it, because before it gets there, because this ball is going to go up, it's going to come down. Before it gets there, you're going to throw this ball underneath it to the other hand. So you're going to go like this. See what I did? I'm not throwing it and then waiting for the other ball. It's almost simultaneous. You can kind of meet the ball with your hand. It's not something you should panic about. When this ball gets close, you're going to see my hand come underneath, and I'm basically exchanging the ball for one ball. So we got ball in each hand, and you go like this. And it's simple, guys. Whether you start on one hand or the other, you can work on this skill for both sides. Throw it over, exchange. Throw it over, exchange. Throw it over, exchange. And then that's all you have to do to continue on with 3 balls. So we're at 4 minutes and 22 seconds. You guys, with a little bit more practice, can certainly do this. I haven't done this actually in a few years, so that's why I'm not perfect, but with practice anybody can do this. So at 4 minutes and 33 seconds, we are going to incorporate all 3 of those skills, bring that 3rd ball in, and juggle. Now it may look like I'm looking at the balls, but I'm actually staring in blank space because I want to look at where the balls are going at their top dead center. When those balls reach the top part of the arc, that's where I'm looking. I'm not looking at the balls as they come down because I got balls in this hand. So I want to throw from one hand to the other. Now guys, if you, so that is 5 minutes. I just taught you how to juggle. So if you find yourself wandering while you're juggling, I also recommend standing up. Wait till you're good enough to sit down before you start juggling when you're sitting down. If you find yourself wandering, what you're going to be doing, you're going to catch yourself doing this. Instead of throwing straight across like that, you're actually going to be, you're going to find yourself doing this, where you're throwing up underneath it like this. And you don't want to do that. You want to go side to side. Okay? You're going to see that some of them balls aren't going to go up straight and down, perfectly straight up and down. But again, that's where your peripherals come in. And that's how you do it, guys. So I'd like to thank you for watching this video. If you guys would like to see me juggle 4 or 5 balls, get this video to 50 likes, and I can certainly do that. Remember, merchandise is available at the my merchandise store. You can find the link to that at the YouTube Pack website, youtubepack.com. Click on the shop and then go down to the 570 Experience and click on the merchandise for the channel. Please buy my shirts. They're not that expensive. Shows me you support the channel. We are still doing the essential oils for those of you with essential oil needs. If you guys didn't know, essential oils can cure chronic headaches, muscle aches, things like that. Like, there's a million things essential oils can do. So if you are into that, I will include the discount code for essential oils in the bottom of this video. As always, hit that like button. Please comment below and subscribe if you're not a current subscriber. I'll see you next time.